final countdown.
And here we are for one final time this season. It's been amazing seeing what this league has been up to for the past years, and it'll be soon time to move on to Season 5 with more players than ever before. But we'll talk about that later. For now, here are the nominations we'll be seeing today, and to create a little more suspense, I'm going to review what each of those will be about shortly and show you the result of the award submissions voting, so you can understand why some women voted. So, the first two nominations we'll see being awarded today are quite known around the paddock. I'm talking about WTC winner and WCC winners nominations. The first will be awarded to the winner of the Drivers' Championship, whereas the second will be awarded to every member of the winner of the Constructors' Championship, which will be a team obviously. Then, we have most DOTDs, short term for Driver of the Day, which, similar to last season, will be awarded to the driver who received the most amount of Driver of the Day votings. However, what's most overtakes, you may ask? Well, to put it short, that is simply the amount of overtakes someone's done in a race, taking how many places someone moved up from the start for reference. You can also call this the most amount of in-game DOTDs, since it works the same out there. Next, we have the Most Improvements nomination, which was not easy to calculate, as you had to take the average from the award submissions voting and the average from the database. This one will be awarded to the driver who improved the most this season, who basically showed some nice signs of improvement such as pace, overtaking, awareness, activity improvements, and more. The average can also change depending on those factors. And finally, most wins and most podiums. The first will be awarded to the driver who achieved the most amount of wins, and the second will be instead awarded to the driver who achieved the most amount of podiums. Now I have showed you what those nominations will be about and how they will be awarded, it's time to move on to why someone voted. You should now be able to see a chart on the screen which shows exactly how many votes each nomination had. Keep in mind, by default, WDC and WCC winners were included automatically, and a nomination had to receive 2 votes for it to enter the awards. You can see those who are in the current awards are the same ones which passed the requirements to enter them. Final thing before we head to the qualifications is looking at who is lined up for a potential vote in the current awards. We have a total of 12 drivers, a few of who will gain 5,004 marks for guessing a correct nomination, and a few of who will be the main characters of these awards. Please welcome our finalists for the awards. Luigi, Jopella, Jack, Basic, Allen, Paul, Bromsky, Sir, Lotus, SD Place, Lewis, and Unfound. Out of those 12, only 4 will have a nomination, whereas only 3 will get 5,004 marks. Let's find out who then, shall we? Here we go with the qualification. The big moment has arrived. Let's take a look at the first 2 nominations then. The World Drivers' Championship winner nomination goes to Joe Pella. You can now see the final driver standings for Season 4. Who will have won the World Constructors' Championship, I wonder? That is Apex Racing. You can now see the final Constructors' standings for Season 4. Despite them not being posted too frequently, we still have to award the person with the most amount of DOTDs with a nomination. And the person is Luigi with 3 DOTDs. Here is the most DOTDs leaderboard. Overtakes are a crucial part of racing, which can make up for some exciting battles the more they last. With that, I'm pleased to announce the winner of the next nomination, who is Luigi, with the most amount of overtakes achieved in 4 races throughout the season. You should now see the leaderboard for this nomination. Yeah, okay, so far we had some interesting nominations, but what about who improved the most? Surprisingly, it is Sir with Face, who finished second in championship, attended all races, and after a slow start, he managed to fight Jopella as well. On to our last 2 nominations for tonight. Most podiums goes to Alan, having gained 5 podiums throughout the season. Leaderboard is being shown right now on screen. And last but not least, the driver who won the most races in Season 4, despite not having raced in the first couple of ones, is Joe Pella, with 7 wins in total, close to reaching Ethan's record. The leaderboard for most wins is now being shown. And that is pretty much it. Thank you everyone for watching the awards, and we'll see you all later today for the Season 5 announcement. Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties.
Do you want to know what it's like? How it feels behind the wheel? On the most exclusive asphalt in the world. 10,000 horsepower at your command. Speed like you've never known. Millimeters between fame and failure. Milliseconds between first and forgotten. Take your seat. Enter the new era.